Okay, good morning, everyone. Well, it works. Hi, welcome to this session between Snowflake and Giffgaff. So it's a fireside chat, no fireplace, be an absolute health and safety nightmare if it was. So just to introduce myself, I'm John Penrose. I'm the head of telecom strategy at Snowflake, and it is my great pleasure to introduce my colleague and customer, Eduarda Mendes Rodrigues, who is the Director of Data and AI at Giffgaff. The title of the session, as you can see, is around the journey to data-driven, which I think is a very suitable way of thinking about the sort of transformational journey that nearly all of our customers are going on. And it will be, I think, very interesting to hear about Eduarda's journey personally, and also the journey where she is leading Giffgaff towards around innovation, some of the challenges, some of the opportunities, and hopefully a little bit of a look ahead to the future around where data, AI, and machine learning is going. And hopefully we'll all get some really, really interesting insights out of that. So yeah, thankfully you won't be hearing very much from me, because obviously Eduarda is very much the star of the show today. So I think it would be really great if we can start perhaps from you, Eduarda, around what inspired you to pursue a career in data, AI, analytics, and so on. And how has that journey led you to where you are today at Giffgaff?
Very good. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this session. Thanks for the lovely introduction, John, first of all. And it's a pleasure to be here today with you guys. Hope you'll find some interesting things in our conversation today. So from my background, I come from a background in engineering and technology. Started off doing scientific research and working in big tech R&D. And my career has been very close to data from the early days. So I've had applications of my research in using machine learning and AI solutions to solve a variety of different problems in different verticals. And despite starting my early days in engineering, in telecoms engineering, in fact, was my first degree, I only came back to the industry of telecommunications when I joined Giffgaff about 8 years ago. So my journey with it has been long. And when I joined the business, I initially came to bring from the ground up a brand new data science team at the time within the business intelligence area of the business. And there were some interesting pain points that I've came across early days in the company. Many companies, your companies for sure, would have gone through those same pains. Things like lots of data silos where we needed to have consolidated data. We have pain points around computational infrastructure, where wanting to develop capabilities around machine learning and AI back in the day, this is 8 years ago now, right? The infrastructure was not there for us to develop those use cases for the company. And so my journey in data, and Giffgaff in particular, has been one of transformation and unlocking solid technology foundations around data and enablement, because as you all will know by now, there's no AI without data, without solid foundations in that place. So that's been my journey, and what I've been leaning on in the company is that sort of transformation, equipping the Giffgaff to exploit a variety of applications within this space.
Yeah, thanks. So I think thinking about more specifically around your industry and your company, sort of conscious that there are probably a wide variety of people within the audience, and the position of Giffgaff as what's described as a mobile virtual network operator is slightly unusual relative to some of the larger players around when we think about EE, Vodafone, Virgin Media, O2, and so on. So perhaps if you were able to share with the audience a little bit of insight around what an MVNO setup looks like and how that operates, and maybe what some of the differences are around some of the more conventional and mainstream mobile telecom players. That'd be really
First of all, hands up who has heard about Giffgaff? Everyone, fantastic. Better question, who is a Giffgaff member, as we call our customers? Fewer than that. So some of you have experienced the goodness of our brand and our service. But yeah, as an MVNO, we started up around 15 years ago as a disruptor in the market, with a completely new thinking on how to serve the mobile customer. So our brand has been grounded on mutuality, community spirit, and the business model, which was completely digital, right? You know if you're a customer or a member, that we don't have physical shops where you can go in and get Giffgaff. So, and as such, virtual operator, we don't own the infrastructure. We piggyback on the O2 network for the service. But we build a whole proposition for our member base grounded on mutuality, trust, transparency, and flexibility. So we try to bring to the market unique propositions to our members in that space. And so we have a lot of the challenges of other